working with Puff, Bad Boy and everything, man. You know, Casey files this lawsuit against Puff. Were you surprised, and what was your initial thoughts when you first seen the lawsuit filed?
When the lawsuit was filed, my initial thoughts on that whole thing is that it was based on because she has some celebrity status. I've gotten calls from two different women who told me that they were trying to press charges against Puff and wanted to come on my platform and tell the people what he done to them. And they said they couldn't get lawyers to take it. Now you got lawyers willing to take anything anybody has to say. Our justice system is messed up, brother, because if you ask those ladies who are coming out now, they probably tried to get a lawyer to take it long time ago, but they wouldn't because of the powers that be. Now that Puff is losing that power, uh, lawyers are willing to go to court and try to get money from him, from their clients, and what people are saying he did to them.
Do you believe everything that she said? Do you think it's all accurate?
I believe what he paid for.
What do you mean by what he paid for? Oh, you mean the 30? Okay, you talking about the settlement that happened the next day.
Right.
So everything that was in
I
the
don't
lawsuit.
I don't know all the things that were said, but you're not gonna pay for nothing that you didn't do. So whatever he paid for in that lawsuit, I believe. People is trying to say like, yo, y'all going after a black man, y'all trying to tear a black man down. No, it's a big difference from a nigga and a black man. He was doing shit to people that he never thought that it would come back at him. Now, if he never did anything to those girls, if those girls was lying, then he would have never settled out. It was a girl that came out, Cam, 2.5 years before Cassie came out, and went on a major platform and told him how he was kicking her, beating her, and made her get rid of 2 kids. A girl named Gina came out on a major platform that he was dating, that she had texts from Cassie, and her and Cassie was texting each other back and forth, and Cassie was saying, I don't hate you, I know how he is, and they was talking about each other and talking to each other. She came out 2 years ago. So you tell me, Cam, why didn't nobody take her case?
Maybe they didn't I could guess. Maybe they didn't believe him because he's puffy. He got a lot of star power. He can fight back.
She had no lawyers or nobody that was interested in going through that battle and that long drawn out court battle that they had to file papers. They had to do that 2-3 years ago. 2-3 years down the road, she ain't coming up with a dime. Cassie had the lawyers and the people who put the money behind the lawyers to make sure that her case was clam tight so she could win. You don't get those type of lawyers, man, without somebody putting some money behind you. Those were high profile lawyers that had won major cases.
Right. Puffy would be a very hard target to go after if you're a lawyer. It would absolutely burn up a whole bunch of money. So if you're not rich or you don't have at least a lot of money, it's going to be really hard to really go through that and fight it in the public. Puffy knows everybody. He knows the media. Everybody likes Puffy. It's an uphill battle for sure. I can see that.
And that's what happened, brother. Yo, is women probably gonna jump out the woodwork and say, yo, I had a case against him. I told this lawyer, I told that lawyer, nobody did nothing. Now you got lawyers calling people or putting up billboards. If you got anything on Puffy, P. Diddy, Brother Love, Sean John Combs, call us. The lawyers are looking for people right now.
He definitely made him an easier target now. Now everybody believes it and everybody's got their hands out. Right.
Right.
Well,
Like
also,
nobody believed me about the shit I was saying, and now everybody got Gene Deal stories in their mouth on their programs.
well, do you see any legal problems coming from any of this?
It's based on what they find in discovery. We know that we have people that's putting a civil suit against them. We know there's people that's putting a civil suit against them. But in that civil suit, if they find something criminal, then there might be a prosecutor who say, yo, listen to me. I want to bring this in. Because we could prove this.
What do you think the odds are that there's an investigation into him right now?
Well, I think the governor made some kind of, they passed some kind of law on the 17th of November. That's why he hurried up and made, because they've been going through this for 6 months. And it was a law being passed by Governor Holcomb that, whether you sign a non-disclosure or not, if somebody commit a crime and everything like that, you're able to come out and say something against them or tell your story, and you won't lose anything that you made an agreement to. So they passed that law, I think, on November the 17th. So he hurried up and made a settlement so we don't learn the other 32 things that Cassie had in the lawsuit. She had like 60 different things in the lawsuit. They cut it down to 38. So now we're looking at the fact that if a prosecutor come in, and even in Cassie's case, if they can find anything that's criminal that they could bring against him, they can. That trafficking was criminal.
One of the most recent lawsuits that he's had, a woman claimed that she was drugged and raped in 1991. Was there ever any time where you seen some women who looked like they might have been drugged or they might have been on drugs? Heavy on drugs?
I told this story. They had gave a party on New Year's Eve at Madam C.J. Walker's house, right, in her mansion. And I had my girl, her friend, and it was a big party, New Year's Eve party. I went looking for my girl, and I couldn't find her nowhere. She was crazy. And I'm going in bathrooms, I'm knocking down doors, I'm going through every door in the house, opening doors, people in there, in situations, drinking, the whole 9 yards. I even go outside, it's cold. I'm looking at people's cars, I'm looking at cars and everything like that. Then I finally just go to my car, and she was in there asleep with her girlfriend. You understand? I was wondering what happened. And she said that She was drinking champagne and all of a sudden she got dizzy. So she went to the car. She made it to the car. So I knew those people who was at that party, somebody had drugged the champagne or the orange juice or something. Cause my girl was in the car asleep. Her and her girlfriend, knocked out. And they hadn't been at the party for an hour or two. So it's a possibility that that happens a lot, that happened to people.
You know, everything that's happened and came out and all these allegations, you know, where do you see things going from here with Puff? Do you think he's ever going to be able to recover? Do you think he's going to ever get the trust of people again? You know, a lot of people still don't believe it. A lot of people are still like, you know, riding with Puff at this time.
Well, that's okay. And I believe that he may have an opportunity once he gets off the drugs, once he cleans himself up, he may have something to offer. But until he decides that he's not going to be an addict no more and addicted to the lifestyle that he is and he was used to, ain't no insurance company, ain't no company, or nobody going to ever deal with him. Because now he's a liability.
One thing I've seen a lot of people say was they want to hear from Young Miami.
She's standing by her man. That's what she said, right? I'm standing by my man.
Did she say that? I must have missed it.
Yeah, I think she said that when they was over in London, that she's standing by her man.
That's crazy. I mean, you know, he might not be treating her like that.
I don't know. It's different when a lady says she like to be peed on and she dealing with somebody. That came out her mouth.
Right, I remember.
So you ain't gonna give her what she like?
So she might be actually into all this stuff. Or not, you know, not all of it, but some of the stuff that
may not bother her.
It might not bother her and she might actually like it.
She can go get her Birkin bag the next day.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.